I believe if you're banking in Nigeria, you must have heard, or you're in Nigeria, basically you don't need to be banking, you must have heard of a lot of disruption in the banking industry, especially with some major banks doing their upgrade, and there's been disruption in various banking platforms, maybe the e-platforms or traditional banking. There's been a lot of disruption. This started with Sterling Bank some weeks ago. Sterling Bank did an upgrade. They upgraded their core banking software. They were using T24. They upgraded to T-Bars, as in is a more robust platform. And that disrupted banking activity with Sterling Bank for about a week. Most customers of Sterling Bank were asking questions. There was a speculation if something was wrong. Then we also experienced that disruption also with Zenith Bank upgrading their platform, and also it affected a lot of their applications. Also we saw GT Bank doing the same thing, upgrading, and also UBA, First Bank, Access Bank, though Access Bank had to shift their upgrade. A lot of questions being asked, what is happening to the banks, if the banks are failing or if the banks are winding down. This video is just to tell us what the banks are doing and why the banks are doing this upgrade. Remember when we did a review when banks came out started selling shares, part of what the government of Tinubu said they wanted to achieve was building a $1 trillion economy. So with the $1 trillion economy being anticipated, as in what the government is trying to build, the banks need to be robust enough to handle such pressure, which led to that recapitalization drive, selling shares, and also the need for them to look at their software and make their software more robust. So banks are increasing their core banking application, making it more robust to be able to withstand the new challenge that is being expected as the economy grows. That is one. So they're building more robust banking platform. Another reason why banks are doing this upgrade is basically because irrespective of the software they were using before, the bank pays huge sums of money, mostly in foreign currency, to the companies that own this application. Like most of the banks, the applications are being hosted by foreign countries. They pay either annual rent or monthly rent, service rent, and a lot of them. And this also depletes the foreign reserve of the country because the banks pay in dollars or in whichever currency. Definitely, foreign currency leaves the country in banks paying. And considering the rate of the naira vis-a-vis this currency is a huge cost layout for these banks. So they are trying to cut costs and reduce dependence on these foreign companies. Sterling Bank is fusing from T24 to what they are using now is basically, this one is domesticated, is a local software. So basically they've saved that funds that they used to pay the foreign hosting company that owns that application. So you can see one, like I talked about, making their system more robust, two, saving the cost that they pay for these applications. The third reason is this: as the economy grows, as banks are becoming more e-driven, there is need for security. So you can see they're trying to secure their various platforms by introducing newer applications that will be able to stand against fraud and related criminal activities. So you can see this one is more secured, it is more robust, it's more faster. It's basically to encourage, as in to aid customers' transactions. That is what they are doing. So this is another reason why banks are changing their various core platform and making it more robust. Like I talked about, to making it more robust so that it can withstand whatever challenge the growing economy will throw at it, to save costs that they pay for these softwares, and also to make it more safe. These are some of the reasons why the banks are doing what, are changing their platform and upgrading what they have. The aim is to do what, to serve their various customers very well. Well, we are not to talk about the state of our various banks. We are not here to talk about the state. There's been these speculations that some banks might have a challenge here and there. That is not what we're talking about. We're just talking about the reason for this system upgrade. So we'll encourage you not to be afraid. It does not mean that the banks are failing, but this is why they are doing their changes. Remember, I said we're not to talk about the state, the head of the banks. That is not us for us to talk about. I think CBN is doing their own. So don't think that your banks are going down. That is why you are getting disruption of services. I believe if any bank is going down, CBN will come out and tell us the particular bank or whatever we need to do to safeguard our funds. But understand this, all banks are going to be part of this system upgrade to be able to serve you better. We're going to see you in our next video.